How to quit any addiction. Before I found self improvement, the younger version of me would always struggle with like instant gratification habits, like drinking alcohol, eating junk food every single day after school. But if I had to name one habit in which I was like super addicted to and just could not stop, would spend over 6 to 8 hours a day playing it, would contribute 90% of my thoughts to it. It was video games. Video games ruined my life. Video games made me not try at all to progress in the real world because if I can just progress in a virtual world, bro, I can get the feelings of status like much easier. I can get the feelings of accomplishment much easier compared to doing what's hard in the real world. It's something which I struggled with, and it's something which I knew I was addicted to at the time, but I didn't know how to counter it. I didn't know how to quit or defeat my addictions at the time. I would just be on autopilot, would come home every single day after school, and would spend nearly all of my time playing PlayStation with my big group of friends till like the late AM, and would just deteriorate my sleep, would ruin how I feel, would just kill my self-confidence. I'd play video games in my living room, like in the big screen TV, and I remember how upset my siblings would get because I'd be screaming at like 2 a.m. and they were saying get off, and I would just keep saying, oh, one more hour, one more hour. Be playing that shit till 3, 4 a.m. In this video, I'm going to share with you the lessons and learnings which helped me defeat my addictions and become a whole lot more productive and just honestly be on the path of improvement. First off, why should you listen to me? Well, my name is Adrian. I've been training in the gym for 6+ years. I've experienced what it's like to be addicted to bad habits, specifically video games. It feels purposeful for me to help others strive for improvement in all areas of self-development. Finally, I'm proud of the progress I've made in my journey and feel like sharing it with you will only help accelerate your very own progress. Quick plug, I'm currently doing one-on-one coaching calls. These calls are designed to help young men improve their confidence through tailored self-improvement strategies, specifically focuses on identifying your current challenges, setting actionable goals, and providing practical advice to boost your self-confidence. The link's in the description for those of you who are interested. Finally, make sure to subscribe to this channel to get these full-length educational guides more often on your homepage, instead of the shitty clickbait entertainment videos you watch every night, which provide you with no value, make you feel like, why the fuck did I waste my time watching that? Subscribe to this channel, just purely educational content. My promise to you is that at the end of this video, you'll not only learn what drastically helped me defeat my addictions, but you'll feel more motivated to take action and become equipped with the education needed to implement these learnings in your own life. So there's 3 parts of this video. 1, pleasure. 2, mental health. And 3, baby steps. Number 1, pleasure. Doing what's easy is ruining you. This is something that took me years to learn. Like, simple quote, but it took me ages to learn. The younger me would just go home every single day and would overindulge in pleasurable activities and would always do what the easiest option was. Why would I grind in the real world if I have video games at my home, accessible, free to play, all my friends are on it? Why would I not do that? It's the easy option. Why would I eat healthy if junk food's in the pantry? My parents keep supplying and filling their pantry with all this junk food. The easy option makes me feel good, tastes amazing. Why would I not do that? Why would I try to speak to girls if I can just go on Cornhub on my phone and get the satisfaction out of that? See, all these pleasurable activities, they're all the easy options, yeah? And at the time, I would always prioritize instant gratification over delaying gratification. I didn't even know what the fuck delaying gratification meant when I was like 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I started the gym at 16, but that was just kind of for fun, just because all my mates would go. Was I consistent with it? No. Did I find it fun? Yeah, at times. Did I skip a lot of sessions? Fuck yeah. The younger me would always do the most easy option. Why? Because I thought that was the only thing to do at the time. I didn't know if I was to do what's hard, that will promote the future me. Why would I grind in the real world if I can just stay in my room, level up in, let's say, Call of Duty and get status in that? Oh, you're prestige 10? Bro, yeah. You get the feeling of like status and respect from the other friends you're playing with. Whereas outside in the real world, no one gives a single fuck about what the hell you've accomplished in the virtual world, because it took me years to realize this shit means absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's pleasurable. Yes, it's stimulating. I'm not denying video games are probably the funnest habits, activities you can take part in with your friends and shit like that. No shit, it's fun. No shit, it gives you the thrill. But realize it's built like that for a reason. They're built to get you hooked, to stay on them longer, to waste time, to not accomplish anything great in the real world. I'd waste days, weeks, months, years. I'd waste years playing video games because it was so pleasurable. And I didn't understand, by doing this every single day, it's sapping my energy, it's killing my confidence, it's just making me feel a whole lot more worse about myself. Because when you start to prioritize pleasure over pain, you're just stealing happiness off the future version of yourself. It's literally that simple. As soon as I'm to click the off button on my console, fun's over. As soon as I'm to finish a HSP, if you're not aware of what HSPs is in Australia, it's like this huge meat processed meat pack filled with like chips, cheese, sauces. You can pick how many sauces you want. It's pretty much the ultimate cheap meal in Australia and like probably other countries as well. But like this is what I'd get hooked. I'd get so hooked to these when my friends introduced me to them when I was like 16. Would get one every week after school. And now I look back, I'm like, yeah. As soon as I was to take the last bite of this HSP Hala snack pack, the fun's over. I'd feel like shit. Now I've got to deal with shit skin. Now I've got to deal with brain fog. Now I've got to deal with a potential 2 kilos of fat gain on my physique. When you can slowly start to realize I'm going to start to prioritize pain over pleasure, when you can start getting those mindsets and beliefs in your mind, that's when you're going to start to change. That's when you're going to start to realize all of these addictions you're currently hyper addicted to, bro, you're going to make a change. It's just most people unaware of this. Most people don't know what's good. Most people don't know what's bad. So they just live life on autopilot and constantly overindulge and engage in these pleasurable activities. Fapping 24/7, video games 6-8 hours a day, junk food as often as I can because it tastes so good. And they don't know the reason why they feel like shit is because, bro, look at your diet. Look at the shit you're consistently eating every single day. Don't tell me you're depressed. Fuck off with that bullshit. Most people come up to me and be like, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm sad, I was just born like this. People that say they're depressed and shit like that, they're so arrogant and think they're special and think they're different. Bro, you're not different. Tell me your habits. Your habits defines you. Tell me if you're delaying God. Tell me if you're prioritizing pain or pleasure. And then I know why you're depressed, why you're upset, why you feel like shit. Because you're having these crazy spikes in feeling good and then feeling like shit for these pleasurable activities. And you're addicted. Oh, I'm not addicted. I'm just trying to have balance because I need balance. I need to engage in these stimulating activities because I worked hard today. I worked hard in my 9 to 5. Now I need to come home and overstimulate myself because balance. That's why I'm stuck in the same cycle of feeling good, feeling like shit, feeling good, feeling like shit, and just staying in my same shitty job for the rest of my fucking life. Pleasure is killing you. If you can have the awareness of I'm going to invest in the future you, that's when shit will start to change. But how do you start to make progress with these addictions? How do you start to like reduce them? How do you start to combat them and make actual progress with them? Well, number 2, mental health. Right now, you probably feel like when you've been trying to like quit an addiction, like you've tried to stop eating junk food, you've tried to stop playing video games, you've tried to stop fapping, but you keep relapsing, you keep falling back into your old ways. It kind of feels like a full-time job to beat your addiction, right? That's a mental problem. Now listen to this. Bad habits is a symptom of poor mental health. The problem is mental health. You don't improve by attacking the symptom, do you? All of these YouTubers, even the younger me, would think, oh, if I want to beat these addictions, I got to try to detox at them. I just got to try reduce them instantly. Which, yeah, might help a little bit, right? Like, oh, I'm just not going to drink alcohol. But if you still have bad mental health and you've tried to stop drinking alcohol, bro, sooner or later, you're going to fall back into your old ways, right? Most people don't realize that when they make a lifestyle change, this shit's meant to be forever. Not for 6 weeks and then you can celebrate and go back in your old ways. Oh, I just dieted for 8 weeks. Now I can spend a whole week of cheat mealing and just eating a bunch of shit to make me feel good. Before you know it, you're back in your old ways. You put on 5 kilos of fat. Bro, this shit's meant to be full time. And that's kind of daunting. I'm not going to lie. When I first heard, oh, I got to limit junk food for the rest of my life. I can't play video games forever. That seems really daunting for a guy who's just heard of self-improvement for the very first time, right? Like if I was to tell you, let's say this is your first self-improvement video. If I was to tell you instantly, all right, if you want to become a better version of yourself, cut out this, cut it out. But you'd fucking shit the bed. Whereas the more educated me, if I was to tell you, okay, this is how you're going to become a better version of yourself by attacking and improving your mental health. Because mental health is the problem. The reasons why you're overstimulating every single day and engaging in these activities in extreme day to day, week to week, month to month is because you have bad mental health. The reason why younger Adrian would always go out and drink with his friends every weekend, even though when Monday would roll around, he'd say to himself, okay, fresh start of the week, time to grind. But I'd always find myself back in my old ways was because at the time, yeah, I had pretty bad mental health, was constantly feeling insecure, had low confidence at the time, just was super uneducated that mental health was the reason why I'd feel like shit, would be why I'd indulge in these degenerate activities. So how do you fix your mental health? How do you start to make progress with your mindset, your self-beliefs, your self-image? How do you make progress with that? First, say to yourself, if you were happy, would you genuinely still be addicted? Before I start talking about how do you fix your mental health, right now, in this current situation, if you were happy right now in this present moment, would you still genuinely be addicted to these habits or your current addictions, like drinking alcohol, fapping, etc.? Like, yeah, you might still do it once a week, etc., which is, you can say is normal. But if you were happy, would you still participate in these habits at an extreme rate? Would you still fap 5 times a day if you were happy? Probably not, right? Probably not. Would you still play video games for 8 hours if you were happy with your current situation? Probably not. Also, I was meant to touch on this before. You see all these YouTubers saying, oh, download this app to reduce your screen time. Do this to block and not go on social media. Let's say if you're a doom scroller, oh, download this app to help you from doom scrolling. Biggest bullshit, bro. I would do that. I would see these videos and they'd say, oh, this is how you beat your social media addiction. Download this app. Bro, I download this app blocker to block something from stop me from doom scrolling. They don't do fucking shit. I click right past the barrier. Oh, you've passed your 1 hour screen time. Whatever. I don't care. I want more. I want more. I need to scroll. I need to see what's up with everyone else. I need to compare myself. So that's another cope. Don't rely on these strategies because, like I said, if you were happy, if you attacked the problem, which is your mental health, you wouldn't have to rely on these apps, bro. You wouldn't have to. So how do you fix your mental health? There's 3 things you can do. Dopamine detox, meditation, and gratitude journaling. If you're not really aware of like what dopamine detox means, it's pretty much referred to as like, it's commonly referred to as like monk mode nowadays. But when I started self-improvement, I first heard the phrase dopamine detox. So I'm just going to say it how it is for me because it's what changed my life. Dopamine detox is like a period of extreme, a period of select time when you say to yourself, okay, this month, I'm not going to indulge in any pleasurable activities. I'm going to eliminate everything and replace it for all of the good, hard stuff. So think of it as like the main objective and you start to replace all of your instant habits with good habits. So let's say you're playing video games 6-8 hours a day. You replace that with going to the gym every day. Let's say you're doom scrolling every day. You say to yourself, I'm going to replace this with reading every day. Let's say you're fapping 2-3 times a day. Replace that with meditation. I know it might seem a bit intense and extremely hard for a beginner, and I know I just said you don't want to just say to yourself, okay, I'm going to stop doing this habit because that's unrealistic. But the more you can progress with a dopamine detox, every single day you can say to yourself, I'm going to do this instead of that. Day by day, you'll start to realize like, shit, I'm starting to feel more purposeful. I'm starting to feel more happy. I want to keep this detox going because I've fought through the fog and I'm starting to feel better about myself. My confidence is going up day by day. It's an extreme route and I think it's the only route. It's what saved my life. If you're in a situation now where you're addicted to whatever habit, like smoking, alcohol, whatever, set your goal, get a whiteboard, write down your goal, dopamine detox 1 month. And you'll realize the more you can build this self-confidence within yourself and follow these guidelines that you laid out for yourself, because every dopamine detox is like slightly different. You can kind of make your own rules to it, but obviously you want them to be semi-challenging, right? But the more you can start to follow these guidelines, the more small wins you get every single day, the more your mental health improves. See, if you're just the type of guy who says, okay, I'm going to stop drinking alcohol, but you haven't set any guidelines in place, you haven't set any accountability, bro, you're just going to relapse, right? If you can start to set this self-accountability with yourself and say to yourself, I'm on a dopamine detox, this is the plan, these are the guidelines I'm going to follow for this whole month. Bro, by the time that month's over, you're not going to want to go back. You're going to love who you are right now. It's just, yes, the initial stage is super hard and difficult. But bro, if it was easy, everyone would do it. If the gym was easy, everyone would be jacked. The reason why a dopamine detox is like super valuable and you get so much gains is because it's hard. But if it was easy, everyone would do it. The fact you're watching this video, it's valuable, right? Because you want to learn, how do I beat my addictions? This is how. Deep down, you probably knew how to beat your addictions. You know what you have to do. Don't lie to yourself. You know you just simply don't have to do it. That's like the most boring advice. But yeah, you just know to beat your addictions, just don't do it. You fucking know why. The younger me knew what I had to do to stop playing video games. Did he take action? Did he make any progress? No. He was stuck in the same cycle for years. The younger me wanted to start posting videos. Did he do it? No, because I was so addicted to all this bad shit, which was making me mentally feel like shit. It wasn't until I started to improve my mental health is when I started to feel more confident to start making videos like this. If I had bad mental health, bro, I wouldn't be sitting in this seat and recording videos right now. If I didn't do 2, 3 dopamine detoxes prior to this moment, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. That just shows how valuable a dopamine detox is. It changes your self-image. It fixes your dopamine reward system. If you're not really aware of like what dopamine is, it's pretty much like feel-good reward system hormone. Pretty much when you engage in like instant habits, that spikes your dopamine, makes you feel really good, but then crashes. Dopamine detox starts to increase your baseline levels of dopamine, your baseline motivation. So the more you can increase this, the less likely you'd think you're going to engage in bad habits, right? Because you just feel happier more often. Whereas if you're watching this video, you've probably been up, down, up, down, up, down, your whole dopamine system the last like 8, 10 years, which has just made your baseline dopamine a whole lot lower. That's why you have no motivation. That's why you say to yourself, I'm going to try to do this, but you don't do it. Dopamine detox is life-changing. And I think it's the main pillar because then in a dopamine detox, you can start to replace your bad habits with habits like meditation, gratitude journaling. Meditation is something I've kind of struggled with, even still to this current day. I've never been super consistent. If I'm being truly authentic with you, I've never been consistent with meditation. But I know the benefits and I've tried to improve it a little bit this year just by doing 5, 10 minutes a day. And what I can tell you is the more you can start to get into the habit of meditating, even if it's just for 5 to 10 minutes a day, the more you like start to increase your gap of intellect. See, your monkey mind is like when your brain goes like subconscious. Like let's say you know what you have to do to get jacked. You know you have to eat healthy, you know you have to work out. But at times your monkey mind gets the best of you. Your monkey mind is your mind when you're maybe at McDonald's with your friends and brain turns off and you just indulge in like a Big Mac, large fries and shit like that. And then at the end of it, when you finish consuming this poison crap, then you wake up. Then you realize, shit, that doesn't really align with my goals of becoming a bodybuilder. Why did I do that? It's kind of like you wake up from this coma. Your monkey mind got the best of you because you weren't present enough. You weren't present to make the right decision in this moment. When you can start getting into the habit of meditating, your gap of intellect increases. You decrease the amount of times your monkey mind takes over. You become more self-aware. You become more self-conscious. Now you're less likely to do what's bad and do what's right more often. Now you know, okay, I'm not going to fap today because when I fap, it makes me feel like shit. It doesn't give me, decreases my energy. It's probably going to make me less likely to go to the gym, build the body I want, impress the girl I want. So meditating's great to get into. And I know it's hard. Most people think, oh, how am I going to meditate? I don't have the time. Start small. If you can just start by meditating 5 minutes a day, every day, the rewards you're going to get for improving your mental health and combating your addictions in the long run, it's going to be insane, bro. You're going to progress so much and you're going to have no regrets. I know for me, from the times I do meditate, even though I struggle so much, so often to get into it and just start it, at the end of it, I'm always like, thank God I did that. Literally 5 minutes of just becoming more present. Now I'm probably going to be 20 times more likely not to cheat on my diet. And finally, gratitude journaling. If you can start gratitude journaling and have this in your routine, you're just going to improve your self-image drastically. When you have these addictions and you're so reliant on these bad habits, your self-image isn't the best. Your internal thoughts and mindset is constantly telling you that you're this, you're that, you have low confidence, you can't record videos, you can't just be the man you want to become because your brain's telling you you're not that, you're not him, bro, you're not him. How do you start to get your brain on your side? Because let's be real, when you're battling addictions, your brain's not on your side. You know you're addicted and you don't want to be addicted, but your brain's not letting you. Your brain's saying you're pathetic. Your brain's saying you're a loser. Your brain's telling you you can't speak to girls. It's your self-image. It's your internal thoughts. And guess what? You can reprogram this. You can reprogram your mind while you're doing a dopamine detox. I've got a journal right here. Go to Officeworks, wherever. Get a journal for like $5, 5, $10. If you can get into the habit of spending 2 minutes before you go to bed every night, writing down what you're grateful for, who you are, and who you want to become. You get into the habit of this, bro, after a week. What do you think's going to happen, bro? What do you think's going to happen? Your internal thoughts are going to start being positive. The fact that you're writing something down, I am this, I will become jacked, I am jacked, I am confident, I am grateful for my body, I'm grateful for the gym. This constant positive reinforcement is slowly but surely over time going to reprogram how you think. It's going to start to change your self-beliefs. It's going to start to increase your self-confidence. It's going to start to make you more motivated to do what's hard and stop doing these pleasurable activities. Gratitude journaling is life-changing. And I know it might sound cringe and it might sound, oh, writing something's not going to change my thoughts. Brother, stop coping. What? You've tried everything and you've relapsed over 100 times. You've probably watched 100 videos like this to beat your addictions and you've never fucking took action or made progress. Do a dopamine detox and try your best. Try your absolute hardest to get consistent with meditation and gratitude journaling. And slowly over time, you're going to reprogram your brain, bro. Your brain is actually going to be on your side to combat these addictions. Your mental health is going to be 100 times better than where it currently is. Because if you're watching this video, you probably have shit fucking mental health. It's just the harsh truth. And I wish the younger me could watch this type of video and cop this criticism as well, because this is going to be life-changing for you. It's just a matter of taking action, because if you don't take action, nothing's going to change. This is the work you got to do. This is the blueprint for you to fix your mental health, which then in the long run, never going to have to watch videos like this again. Never going to have to never going to have to worry about relapsing. Never going to have to worry about having low confidence or being a slave to your habits. Because let's be real, you're a slave to your bad habits right now. Why be a slave, bro? You can control your mind. Stop stressing about, oh, I'm like this. I was just born like this. I was born like this. I can't. Bro, you can control your mind. Okay, you can't control the weather. You can't control what other people say about you, but you can control what you think about internally. Whatever you feel like internally, you start to show off externally, right? You can control your brain. That should give you the confidence and motivation right now to say to yourself, holy shit, I am so dumb. How did I never think of this? I control what I think about every single day. If I can start telling myself, I'm this, I'm that, probably going to start feeling better about myself. Mental health might slowly start to improve. I'm going to start becoming a man of my word. I'm going to start building this relationship with me and just feel like I can accomplish anything. No fap streak, bro. What's fapping? I can do anything now. I don't need alcohol for this fake confidence. I don't need video games. I'm progressing in the real world. Fix your mental health, fix the problem, and that's how you're going to improve. Number 3, we have baby steps. I know everything I just mentioned can seem like really motivating. Yeah, you want to take action, but it's a lot. Let's be real. That was a lot of information, which, yeah, your motivation's probably spiked. Your dopamine is probably spiked right now. I'm just being brutally honest. But realize that you want to start small and think big. It's good to have your long-term goals like, oh, I'm going to get jacked. I'm going to get rich. But most people just stop there. They think big and they never take action. It seems too daunting, too intimidating, too much. I was born like this. I can't get rich. I'll just stay in my comfort zone, suck my thumbs, sit in my room all day, play video games, pick my ass, eat junk food. These dreams, they're too far away. I'm at level 1. Why should I worry about level 100? I'm just not going to take action at all. I'm just going to stay in the same position for the rest of my life, stay in my same shitty job, never progress, just live life on autopilot and wonder why I feel like shit. Realize you want to start small. If you can just focus on your own progress and stop comparing yourself, that's when your mental health will improve. And that's when you'll start to honestly just only care about you and start to value your own time more. When you can start to value your own time, you start to give less of a fuck about what everyone else is doing. It's like me. Younger Adrian would constantly look around the gym and look at how big everyone else is and look at my biceps and be like, why am I so skinny? And I'd feel like shit. Months would go by and I'd start to become aware of this emotion. Like, why do I keep comparing myself? Why do I keep feeling like shit? Realize you're running your own race. You're not competing against anyone, bro. I'm not competing against you. I'm competing against myself. As long as I can see that I've made progress over a week-to-week, month-by-month, year-by-year basis, internally, I'm happy. Because everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own situations. Everyone has their own problems they have faced. Everyone has their different starting points. We're all different, which is pretty good, right? I'd rather us all be different than us be all the same. If we're all the same, how boring would fucking life be? If we all started on the same level. If we all knew everything and just didn't learn off one another, it'd be fucking boring. If we were all the same, you wouldn't be watching videos like this. There'd be nothing to learn. Why would you go to school? We're all the same. What a boring life that would be. So have the mindset. It's honestly a good thing that we're all at different levels. It's motivating because when I see bodybuilders like C-Bum, yeah, I can compare myself to shit like that who's 20 times bigger than me, but it motivates me to work out harder. Obviously, I'm never going to get as big as him, as we all know, but it still motivates me. You got to change your mindset from you constantly looking at other people and thinking they're better than you to you looking at other people and them just motivating your own journey. We're all running a different race, bro. Enjoy it. Be grateful. Be grateful for your own situation. The reason why you're comparing yourself is because you have shit mental health. You don't value your own time. That's why you go out every weekend and drink alcohol. Because you've clicked the game over button and you've just said, fuck my progress. I can just be the same as my old current group of friends and not progress at all. Because it just seems too daunting. So, as I've said already, focus on your own progress and progressive overload. Realize shit takes time. And if you're on the right track of progressing, that's all you have to worry about. It's like if I was to go to the gym for the first time and expect to bench 100 kilos, I get crushed and wouldn't end well. Whereas if I can just have the mindset of improving every time I go to the gym, bench the bar, 30 kilos, 40 kilos, etc. If I'm just on the path of becoming better day by day, week by week, that's all there is to it, man. That's all there is to it. And then over time, you'll be asking yourself, why I'm not addicted to anything. As long as I'm improving, I don't need to be a slave to my habits, as I just said. Nothing can control me. I'm happy with who I am deep down. If a year can go by and I can look back and say to myself, damn, that was worth it, I'm happy. And when you're happy, your mental health's better, you're not addicted to this bullshit habits, man. The time's going to go by anyway, so you may as well do what's hard, right? So you can look back and thank the younger you. A year is going to go by from now just like that. You either did the work or you didn't. Why not do the work? You either do the work or you don't. You have two options, bro. Pain or pleasure? Finally, quick actionable step. Ask yourself, if you were to actually make a conscious effort to improve your mental health, would you still overindulge in these bad habits? Probably not. So take action today. Even if it's just meditating for 5 minutes, you have to start somewhere. Motivation's probably really high now, but let's be honest, you're probably going to forget I posted this video in like 2 days. You're probably going to be back in your old cycle of searching for more self-improvement videos and never taking action. This loophole of you getting motivated, then you never taking action, then you getting motivated at night. Just this up and down. You never get the results. And why is that? Because you never take action. See, if you never take action on what I say, bro, I don't care about you. Yeah, I may have motivated you, but I didn't improve your life, so it's meaningless. You're the same as if someone who didn't watch this video. Because at the end of the day, if you don't take action, this video has no value to you. It didn't force you to do something. If you don't take action, you're the same as someone who doesn't watch these videos. Do something. Take action. I hope this advice was valuable and that it motivates and gives you the education you need to destroy your addictions. Leave a comment about what has helped you down below, like and subscribe for more videos about self-improvement, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!